Hey there everyone, this is me Ayush, and our today's guest is Shakti Ranjan Mahanti.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome sir. Um, Shakti Ranjan Mahanti is a bug bounty hunter, product security analyst, and brand ambassador of HackerOne India. Would you like to introduce yourself? Those who don't know about you.
Hi, Ayush. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast and good afternoon to all. So, I am Shakti Ranjan Mahanti. I'm basically from Odisha, Bhubaneswar, and I am a product security analyst at HackerOne and as well as the brand ambassador of HackerOne. I am also a bug bounty hunter at Bugcrowd and HackerOne as well. So, I have a 7 year of experience in penetration testing and bug bounties. So, I've been there in this field for the last 7 years, and I recently joined Shwan as a product security analyst. In bug bounty terms, you may call it treasures. So, this is all about me. So, go ahead with the next question.
How did you discover hacking? What was your first take?
So when we are doing a lots of gaming, so I used to use the cheat codes and all. So during that, I means got more interested how to know the hacking and how the hackings are being used on this kind of platforms. So here from there, I started learning hacking by myself, and I joined a organizational course to gain some corporate knowledge and all. And from 2018, I have joined a company as a junior cybersecurity analyst, and then become the lead of that company. And it's a ThreatSys Technology Private Limited. I am thankful that I got a platform there. So under one of my mentor, he's known as Deepak. So then from there, I gained 6 year plus experience of cybersecurity and ethical hacking, penetration testing, and further compliances and all. So that helped me a lot of in my career. Like I started work bounties as well at the same time. Actively started work bounty after 2020, I guess, but got my first bounty on 2018. So it's been a process that from 12th, I always want to be in particularly on the ethical hacking side. So at that time, there were not more references, or you can say resources. So whatever I have learned means it took a lot of time, and gradually I have upgraded myself. So I can say by doing the corporate projects and failing again and again in the work bounties helped me a lot to be who am today. So basically, it's a completely years of experience that I have gathered, and that is helping me right now. So every day you need to learn something. So that's how the journey has become more successful. Like even if today I am also learning something new every day, I try to learn everything. Means like every day, a bit. Means like you can say every day I want to cover something that I don't know before. So by this, you can grow gradually, and this is how I got into cybersecurity and all.
Let me move to the next question. What's make a program an exciting target for you?
Okay, so picking up programs or targets is means like subjective to everyone. Like let's say something suits to me, so I'll stick around those kind of stuffs. So for me, the programs those have main application, and the main application are the main source of their business. I target those kind of application, mostly those complex ones. Those are providing computer services or some sort of internet services. So anything that has a complex functionality under the main app, I cover those kind of applications rather than going for those wildcard domains. Means it's not like that I'm not doing hacking on wildcard domains, but I prefer more to go for the main applications, because the organization is morely depend on the particular application to run their business. So anything from that program or that application, that will be more interesting to the program owners. So thus I prefer to hunt on the main programs or the main applications rather than the means like wild scope domains, and those programs who have complex functionalities. So what happens with the complex functionalities, I used to gather a lot of time understanding those applications, so that what happens, the functionalities I know, or the functionality I discover, or the endpoints I discover is pretty new to everyone, or means no one else has been means has discovered that yet. So you can get easy bugs, but to get the easy bugs you need to know the application first. So it's not like easy bugs, but once you will have new endpoints, you have new toy to play or new endpoint to play, then you can get more bugs as expected. So this is where I pick programs, and those programs who are paying good bounties like more than 600 for a fee 3, or a good amount in P, prefer those kind of programs. And you can say the response time is a major concern where I get attracted. So if a program pays you under a week, so that program makes me means like excited to hunt on their program. If they are taking a whole lot of time, so that doesn't make any sense to hunt on those kind of programs.
What's motivate you to hack and why do you hack through good bug bounties?
So most of the people will say bounties, but what happens with the bounties, if you go for bounties always, then you may feel frustrated at some sort of time. Like let's say means like bug bounty and ethical hacking is something for me. So when during the lockdown, so I got one bug that paid me, means I was starting initially, I was not that much successful, so I am getting a lot of doofs or not applicable at that time. So during the lockdown, when it started, just started, I found a bug, and that paid that it was a 4-digit bounty. So from there I means like become more ready to get some bounties and earn some money. So after that I failed to get a bug after that, because I was morely into gaining a bounty, getting a bounty like this kind of stuff. So what happens, you will means the hunger will be for bounty, not for the bugs. So what will happen after that, you will not find valuable bugs. So whatever you will means try to find is to get a money. So at that point of time, whatever you will submit will not be a good bug, or something that is not valuable. So we end up submitting random reports to get some bounties. So because our focus is to get just a bounty. Later I realized if you are searching for bounties, so you can be more successful. That the case that happened with me. So then I realized it's my passion, and I hunted to satisfy my passion. Like nowadays, if I am not submitting a valid bug or a bug that doesn't satisfy me, so the week felt means like not productive, or means like the week feels frustrating for me. So to make me happy, I submit at least one by myself. So it's not like for the bounty. If it's even a $50, but the bug is unique, so I'll be satisfied with that. But the bug should be unique, and that should be satisfying me. So I'm not looking for bounties. The biggest motivation is to we woke up means like you woke up every day and choose a target, hunt on the target, get a bug, submit the bug, the bug gets validated. So that's what motivates me. The bounties doesn't. When the mail I got that your bug is
Yeah,
valid, it's triaged, or it's moved to unresolved state. So that motivates me, because I am contributing to the program's security. So, but not the bounty. Bounty comes at the last. But yes, whenever I hunt morely on the those programs. They are paying bounties, not on the BDPs. I means like I have submitted 2 bucks only to the BDPs in my whole career. So I prefer to hunt on the bug bounties program, because yes, at the end of the day, we need to pay our bills as well.
yeah,
So
that's so true.
after satisfaction and everything, bounty is the second motivation, you can say.
How many programs do you focus at once and why?
So I mostly focus either one or two programs at a certain number of time, means like at the same time. So let's say I have a single program that has complex functionalities, and that has a lots of cross functionalities. So or they have mobile application, they have APIs, they have further more applications. Means I always enjoy to explore these kind of stuffs, those who have cross design and cross functionalities. So what happened, this kind of on that kind of programs you can stick with for like more than 5 months, 6 months, a year even. So let's say we can talk about big programs like Shopify, Amazon. These kind of programs, they have a large scope and they have a large application. So what happens when you understand the application better than others, so you can stick with that program, you will sit for hunting and you will get some bug easily, because you know the program very well and you know how they work and what are they using and how they will be fixing the issue. Everything is known to you. So what happens when you pick a single program, you can stick with him for a long period of time. So if you see the most successful hackers are doing the same thing, like rather than automation, they stick with one program, and you can say they are earning a good amount of money from that program as well. So sticking with one program or two program will be more successful within the manual hunting, and means like a good expert in automation and all. So those who are doing it full time, I have my friends, those who are doing automation for the full time, they just look for targets. They means like they prefer to hack on everywhere. But being a manual hunter, those who are hunting manually, sticking with one or two program will help you earn more bounties than others on the same application. Basically, you can say like the manual hunters and the automation hunter, they have different approaches and different success ratios. So you just don't need to compare yourself with any other. Find your comfort zone, stick with that, hack on there, and be successful.
The call
Yeah, no, fine. That's fine. Ah, good. Fine.
keep you engaged in a program and makes disengage you from the program.
So as you can see, like I have said earlier, I stick with one program. So I pick a program where I can stick for a long period of time. Like let's say there is a program which have a single profile page, or which has some basic functionalities. We can just stick with that program for a long period of time. So, but on the same case, let's say there is a complex application and that pays you bounty on the time period of 1 week or 2 week, and the bugs get validated super fast. So that motivates you to submit more bugs. Let's say you have submitted one bug and you are getting the bounty in the next month, then that demotivates you. You might have forget that you have submitted something to the program. If the program is pretty responsive, then your test cases will be there. Like let's say I have submitted one bug to the program, so once they will be responsive, so what I'll means like what from my side, I'll be more means like I'll be more engaging myself to the program, because I know if this is the bug and they have paid like this, so I can go for these test cases and I can try this or try that, than wasting a lot of time wasting a lot of time in validating the bug and giving the bounty will disengage myself from the program. Like the program should be super responsive and paying the bounty within the time period of 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
How do you prioritize which vulnerability types to go after based on the programs?
It depends, like on the program, which kind of program you are hunting on. Means like there are certain programs which are morely focusing into those information disclosures. Some of the programs focus more into the server side stuffs. Any financial programs, so they will look for financial losses. So it depends which kind of application you are picking and which kind of application where you are hunting on. So the best part is when we understand our target, what is our business of the target, what interest makes the program interest, get the interest in the particular type of vulnerability. We should focus on these kind of vulnerabilities. And let's say there is a financial organization, so they won't get much interested in other kind of shops. So if you are dealing a bug that may lead to financial loss, so they will be more interested. And even the same, if you report the same bug, that might get into critical. But if you give the same bug to any other program, that might be means like go medium to low as per their business need. So you should understand the business need and submit such kind of reports, so that leads you to the critical. It's not always that you submit a RC, you submit a SQL injection. It's not like that. You should understand what is the types of attack they are fearing for. So what are the most attacks type they are interested for. So you should hunt on those kind of types of attack, and you'll be successful on those kind of stuff.
How do you keep up to date to the latest vulnerability trends?
See, so we are means nowadays in 2020-25. So whatever we are viewing as a trend, I mean, it's like if you go to Twitter, so in daily basis you will see new vulnerabilities and new tips and tricks, whatever. So the best way to keep updated with those kind of trends to follow, see, my motto is when you open your Instagram and when you open your YouTube or any other social media platform, you'll see post what suggested, that is suggested on your feed. So let's say if you are means like if you are a biking freak, or if you are a means person that loves vehicles, so vehicles will be there in the reel, so or vehicles will be there in the post. So you should make yourself this much engaged into cybersecurity, so that when you open a feed, your feed should be full with cybersecurity, not with other stuffs. So once, let's say in Twitter, if you follow the best people out there, like there are lots of good hunters, they are doing a great job. So you can just follow them. You can they are posting random things, like let's say someone is commenting on a thread, so that might have some sort of information regarding a means vulnerability. They might give you some tips regarding the vulnerability. They might share the experience. So Twitter is a best source, and reading daily blogs, HackerOne has activity. So whatever from, so the knowledge source is not limited to these kind of stuffs. You can learn from anywhere. So get updated with the CVs, get updated with the means like latest hacking. Sports figure has newsletters and all. So you can keep updated yourself from the social media itself. Social media can be damaging and can be benefited for you, so beneficial for you. So what you can do is surround yourself with those great minds and those great hunters, so you'll get the latest trends by yourself without doing any further efforts.
We should do follow him. He is also a great researcher. What educational hacking resources would you recommend to the others?
Activity. So means like
Hacker
for the bug, obviously activity plays a vital role. Thanks to HackerOne, HackerOne has the means like functionality for those hackers who are new to it. Even I have learned a lots of stops through HackerOne activity. It gives us two kind of stops. Like it keeps us motivated by seeing the bounties, that this is the way they reported and this is the way they got the bounty. The most vital thing is the approach. We are viewing a different researchers, different approach, how they are approaching. If I have found the endpoint, I might have approached this way, but this guy might have approached on this way. So the new mindset, you are reading a new mindset, not just the report. So you are dealing with a lots of hackers report. That means you are dealing with their mindsets, how they came up with this idea, and put you at that situation and see yourself. What if you found this endpoint? Have you go on this way, or means this is a new way the researcher has demonstrated? So by this you can learn and means like lots of stuff, and there are port trigger, there are other applications. So I don't recommend paid courses, because everyone not everyone is able to afford those paid courses. So first do it by yourself, keep trying, keep failing, so that will make you more successful. Let's say whatever you are learning from the paid courses is available on the internet. Yes, you may get a mentor, and you may get a correct path to follow those steps, but what happens, like if you are not ready to pay something, it's okay. There are a hell lots of resources available on the internet.
Free also. What advice would you give to the next generation hackers?
So, Means like seems like we are getting older.
Yeah, little bits.
No, no, actually, it's not the next generation of hackers. So basically, next generation hackers are will be more talented than us because they do have the right resources. They do have multiple things to hack. They do have best resources. They do have best systems. So means like a suggestion will be like don't just go run behind the money, so just follow your passion and do whatever suits you. Just don't try to copy anyone. Everyone has a different mindset and a different approach. Let's say if you are means everything is not getting will not get fit to everyone. So you should focus on yourself, that which things suits you, which thing is compatible to you. So you can make your own way. So you can get the reference from others, but just don't try to copy anyone.
Any recon methodology which you use in current days?
Okay, see, I mostly hunt on the manual application. So as a penetration tester, so the mindset will be as a penetration tester while hunting on the manual programs. But for the recon, I don't do recon much. But my process will be like, see, recon is something. If you are using a tool A and everyone is using tool A, so you will not get that much of success. So the programs the top hunters are getting, or let's say there is a fresh invite, it's okay to follow the same steps. But if it's a old program and if it has already there are several bugs reported, so you can't just use the same tool A that is being used by others. So recon is something like exploring each and every tool day by day. Let's say means there is a certain tool to get the acquisition domain. So now we are using Crunchbase. Might be in future there might be some other tools that gives more accurate results or some extra sort of results according to the Crunchbase. So if you are not exploring these tools, so the people who are using that tool will be more successful than you. So it's something like this. So starting from content discovery to subdomain scrapping to get those live JS, to get those sensitive information from the JS files, getting those endpoints and filtering out those endpoints that has potential security issues, like let's say IDOR that might be vulnerable for excesses. So Recon covers a whole lot of stops. So it depends, like mostly from Recon. As I said, I am a manual hunter. Mostly I don't rely on Recon to give me a P1. So I rely on Recon to get me a subdomain or get me a asset that has some functionality to further test. So I prefer to find this kind of stops. So it a bit, I mean, subjective from everyone. Means like some got interested while getting a 404 page, so they can do further brute force and all. So some get interested while they get a sign up page. Some get interested when they see a login admin page. So it varies from person to person, how your approach is, how your mindset is. So always try to be unique with your approach and mindset. So this is what Recon is. Means how deep you are going and how different you are going. Not means like obviously you need to go deeper during Recon, but go different as well. Just don't follow the same path.
So do you take notes while you're hunting on a target and specific functionality you saw earlier?
Yeah, so I am a bit unstructured on this kind of stuff. So what happens if I find anything that might got means that might be a gold mine for future? So I keep this under the notes notepad itself. So I save it with the program name and all, so that I can go back. Means I can go back to this notepad in future and I can test further. But what happens when that is the benefit of hacking on a single program. When you hunt on single program, so you don't need to keep those notes. You everything is picturized on your head and can do hacking even if you are sleeping. Means like uh, let's say there is a functionality and you know how the functionalities work, so you can make test cases while you are sleeping as well. It happens with me. Let's say I'm laying on the bed and I'm thinking of the program. This is the functionality, this is that, this is this. So I can picturize the things and I can make test cases. Like if I do this, means what if I do this and what if I do that. So these things has a lot of potential. Means by this way, I have submitted more bugs like this way. Means like by thinking this kind of process, like making test cases in my brain and executing it later, helped me a lot.
Read any documentation page for the target application.
Yes, documentation are the gold mine for me, those who are the manual hunters. So through the documentation, you can get more insight about the application. And most of the programs are paying bounties if there is a documentation mismatch between the functionality. So you can just report that and get a bounty. Mostly they pay low for that, but bounty is bounty always.
So what kind of softwares do you use while taking your notes and hunting?
But I'll try to make more structurization. So I'll go for some node making application. But as of now, the Mac has a default node section. I am happy with the Mac nodes.
I use the sublime test editor by this.
So in classes, there are backbenchers. We are those backbenchers. We don't have a structurized node.
Could you provide some docs to find self-hosted programs?
So it means like I'm not demotivating, but so if someone is looking for docs to find a self-hosting program, so it's been like something you need to take care about. Like if you are searching for the docs and you don't have the docs to get the self-hosted programs, then you need to start from the basics, from the Google Docs, how to use the Google Doc. So you should know the usage of those. So there are lots of resources where you can get those docs directly, but knowing the doc will help you change the thing or edit the thing according to your need. Let's say you are looking for, you are good at IDOR bugs or XSS bugs. So you can particularly search for those programs who are means looking for those kind of bugs. So by these you can make changes to the Google Doc. If you know Google Doc well, just copying someone's Google Doc and pasting it directly won't make you more unique. What you can do, learn the Google Docs, learn the usage of those keywords. So when you know what the keywords does, so you can change the things accordingly. So that helps you even getting more better programs.
Do you use virtual machines while hacking? Suppose you need a
So actually I do have three laptop and one PC. It's like I have different OS on systems. I don't means barely need those kind of stops. It's like mostly Mac has those. Mac is a kind of OS where everything is getting managed, and where I need the Windows, I do have my system, and also
Android and iOS pet testing?
yes, you have also an option of VPS. So I have also few VPS. So that helps me managing with different OSs and all. So I'm talking about what Android Studio and all. So yes, Mac is smooth with Android Studio and for the Android application PT and all. And for the iOS, you need a physical device for that. Mac is more than anything. Through the Mac, you can get everything done. So if you have a good processor of like M2, M3 works fine. Even if I have a M1 that works fine with Android PT and everything. You must know how to use the buff so that it won't eat all your processes.
It's a lot of RAM of mine. So there's a trending question going on. Will AI take over our bug bounty stuff?
So see, means like as of no, because see, when we have a knife we can cut the stops easily, and with the knife we can do other stuffs as well. So with AI, means like AI will not do the bounty automatically. Maybe I am wrong, but what happens, AI is also a means like AI is also a application or a set of code that also has some bugs. As you can see, AI is being hosted there, means AI has hosted their bug bounty program in Bugcrowd. So they have few number of bugs as well. So means I don't think AI will take over, but yes, we can weaponize AI. Means even now we are using AI. Means most of the bug hunters use AI to get their stops done, and after AI, it's been more easier for us to generate stops like generate bash scripts or generate some tools that satisfy a particular need. So that was not happening earlier because what happens, let's say you need to design a Python code, you need to learn Python for that. But now if you don't know Python, you just say your needs to ChatGPT or any similar platforms, they will generate a Python code according to your need. All you need to implement the Python code, means execute the Python code, so that's it. So we can weaponize AI to do the bug bounty in a most efficient way. And if means like that's the reason we need to upgrade ourselves day by day, because the same means like you can say means like you can see earlier we are using mostly PHP everywhere, but nowadays we are viewing a lots of different tech stacks. So means it evolves with the time, and we need to get evolved with the latest trends. So if AI is there, so AI security, so learn AI security. So what happens? We are viewing a lots of prompt injection issues. So what happens? AI is a new stop. So everyone is implementing AI without knowing their security aspects. So what happened with a particular platform? Let's say WordPress. Someone is using WordPress. So there are hell lot of stops for WordPress that the WordPress has this security issue. You can go for this to avoid this security issue. Blah blah blah, but that is there are very less stops for the AI security and all. So if you are into the AI security, if you are researching, then when the after 2 or 3 years, when everyone is implementing AI on their platforms, so you will be unique out of everyone finding security issues in AI. So you can you means like weaponize AI and find security issues in AI as well. So AI, we can say AI is a advanced Google for us. Earlier it was Google, now it's AI.
I'm still old school person, so I go to Google.
Might be. We never know. We never know that someone is designing code. So might be there are some cases, but let's say AI can detect for SQL injection vulnerability by spraying the stops. But what if AI means like is able to do it? Is actually a question that means there are other kind of bugs like they need more attention. Like let's say I'm talking about a business logic issue, so this particular thing need a mindset to cover. Means if you go this way, that will happen. So this mindset might not get executed through AI. If we see AI doing the bug bounty stuff, so there are still a lot of spaces where manual security research is needed, or those bug bounty hunters are needed as always.
Like the business logic work and other stuff.
So just an example for business logic. So the classic bugs can be found. Means let's say XSS, he can find XSS. But what if the XSS has a bypass? What if the firewall blocks the certain character, but we can predict that, we can send it to repeater and we can see, yes, this tag is blocked, we can use this is getting executed on this element, we can do this or do that. So those experiments we are doing while finding a bypass or something like this. So I don't guess that can be covered. I might be wrong, but as of now I feel this can be covered.
How do you see the bug bounty space evolving over next 5 to 10 years?
It depends upon the situation. Like I predict like Web3 will be more. We will be focusing more on the Web3 vulnerabilities rather than the Web2. Web2 will be always there because means implementing Web3 is still. Means like not compatible for everyone. Those who are running their business since a long year using Web2, so they will stick with Web 2. So we can see a good combination of Web 2 and Web 3 security after the next 5 or 10 years. So it's better to evolve with the new trend to learn some new Web 3 security and all. So that's what my target is as well. I am also going through this way.
What do you enjoy doing when you aren't hacking?
So basically, I'm a great means like devotee of Lord Jagannath. So whenever I get time, I directly went to Puri to visit Jagannath Mandir with my so basically I am a kind of person who are surrounded with the friends and the families. So when I am free, I am with the friends. When when I'm not free, I am with the laptop. So mostly, but in 80% cases I am with the laptop, and in the 20% cases I am with the friends or family or with my wife. So this is what my free time. And when I'm not hacking, I'm traveling around the cities with my friends. So I have some great friends from bug bounties. We all are traveling to different locations when we are not hacking. So actually during the travel also we used to hack, but we can consider that's a picnic, or that's a break.
That's hacking great.
Yeah. So the picnic sometimes becomes like the picnic sometimes become like elegy. So we all are having our laptop, and we are just hunting randomly. So it happens with us.
Do you have a mentor or someone in the community who has inspired you? Don't be shy to give a shout out to that person.
Yeah, so when I just get started, like into the corporates, as I said, 3ncryptsaan Technology is the company where I started. So it was a startup at that time. I was the only security guy out there. Deepak Kumar Nath was the only person in our region who is into the cyber security. I have grown myself by watching him and getting mentorship from him directly. So he's morely into business and all. So 3ncryptsaan Technology has a well settled business. It's a global company now, means like clients everywhere. So I have given my 6 to 7 years to that company. That was a great company. I have spent like you can imagine, I have spent more than 6 years. So every not just from for the cybersecurity mentorship, Pakumannath is the person who I consider him as my idol. He has been there for me always during my whole journey. So whenever I need any guidance or anything, he always gave me a platform. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Mr. Deepak sir for the awesome guidance during this. So he saw my journey from, it's like from this.
So that was it. Thanks for joining in, sir. And thanks for giving your valuable time to me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the awesome podcast.
And hopefully we will do more with the good engaging sessions.
Yeah, so anyone wants to join, means like as I am the brand ambassador of H1, if anyone wants to join, you can visit H1 community, H1 dot community, sign up there, and as per your region. Let's say I am the lead for the Eastern region, so you can go to Eastern region and click on join, so that you will be adding to my region. And if there are some events, I'm used to Pune side, so there are certain ambassadors for those kind of region. You can join them as well. So at the end, it's a whole community of cybersecurity. You can join anywhere and learn from everywhere.
So besides Odisha कब होने?
This is not from the recording. So actually I was not leading the besides Odisha. What happens,